Hi guys, I showed you this Metal Gear servo in a previous video. It's one that I've taken out of one of my cars because there's something wrong with it. It goes slower one way than the other. Let's just demonstrate. So if I go that way quick, that way it goes slow. That way it goes quick, that way it goes slow. Quick, slow, quick, slow. No idea what's wrong with it. Simple thing was just to swap it out. I've never seen one go quite like this before. I'll just get another servo to demonstrate what should be happening. Alright, I think this is a good one. In fact, we should be able to put them in parallel. Oh, we need an arm on that. Yeah, I think that demonstrates it well enough. That one's, I think that might be that one dragging the voltage down. Anyway, there's clearly something wrong with it. So I'm going to take it apart and have a look inside. I don't think for 1 minute there's anything I'm going to be able to fix in there. But we will have a look inside. I would expect it to be something on the little circuit board. And I don't think there's any replaceable components on there. Actually feels quite warm. Yeah, there's not a lot to see. That does feel warm. I'm just going to hold it. Yeah, just holding it against my face. That's a bit more delicate than my fingers. And it feels to me like it's actually the potentiometer getting hot. I don't expect it to pull out nicely. Oh, it might. Oh. Pull them off. Pull that off. Potentiometer's just there. Will that come out now? Looks like it's clipped. Yeah, a couple of little clips in there. Something doesn't want to move though. The motor's moving. Oh, there we go. There's two little clips there. It could have been the motor getting hot, not the potentiometer. Let's plug that back in again. Because you can't see what's happening. Right, that should... Oh, because it can't go neutral because it's not moving the potentiometer. I'll see if I can get something just to stick on there so you can see it moving. Switch that off for now. Right, there's no significance in that bit of plastic, it just happens to fit nicely onto the little gear there. So turn it back on again. Okay. Yeah, it gets very hot. I can feel it getting very hot when it's going that way round. That's quite cool that way. That way it is heating up in my fingers. I can feel it getting hot and it's going slower. Stop it again. Probably can't do this with the... Yeah, that's going to start. Yeah, something's getting very hot there. So I can't say I know what's wrong with it. I can't say I'm going to fix it. But something in there is getting very hot when it's driving the motor. Checking it's nothing silly like the signal wires in contact with the positive or negative. That's on the windscreen wiper mode, as you call it, on this tester. It's clearly going faster one way than the other. So that rules out the gears causing a problem anyway. But it is the motor getting hot, not the potentiometer. Yeah, so if it's the motor getting hot, then it probably is the motor. Probably. Unless it's one of these little driver chips that's gone faulty. Either way, I'm not going to be trying to repair it. I could desolder the motor, connect it up to a different motor, and see if a different motor goes slower one way than the other. That'll do. Right, got a random motor here that was in the box. So, I'm going to desolder this one. Okay, so that one's out of the way. I'll use my helping hand really, shouldn't I? Right. That should do long enough for us to do a test. Take that out of there. Can we grip it on there? Back on there, plug that back into the battery. Put something on there so we can see it turning. Right, that should do the job. Oh, I put it in neutral. That is going slower. It's going very strange in the other direction. It's going very strange in both directions. I do believe this is a geared motor. I hadn't noticed that before. I can hear it spinning in there, and it's not driving the... Well, you find things out. I don't know what it came out of. So it's just a random one in my... But it was definitely going slower in the backward position. So that does point to it being back on the little circuit board. Well, because that one was playing up a little bit, I've stuck another motor on there. So definitely going faster one way than the other. What happens if we play with that? I think we've played with it enough now. We tried two different motors, and it still goes faster one way than the other, so that does point to it being the onboard chip, one of them, which is a shame because I was quite hoping it'd be the motor so I could pinch this little circuit board to use it on other projects. I suppose on the positive side it does mean I've got a useful little motor there and a set of gears. I could bypass the circuit board and just use it as a geared DC motor. Put it back together, get rid of all of this and just solder wires directly onto there. The only slight problem with that is I don't know whether it will stay in place, because the circuit board holds it in place. Yeah, there's nothing to stop that pushing up. Not a problem, I could pad that out, put something underneath it to stop it pushing back. And then, as I said, I've got a metal geared motor. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Put a little bit of card or something in there just to fill the gap. Put all the gears back in and I'll have a DC motor. What I'd need to do there is take that little, you see that little peg sticking up? I don't know if that's in focus. Yeah. Take that little peg out because that's what stops it doing the full 360-degree rotation. So if I take that out, then yeah, I've got a metal gear DC motor, and do away with that circuit board entirely. I'll just apologise, I'm pretty sure that a lot of that might have been out of focus. That's trying to get used to this phone that I'm using, Samsung Galaxy A51 5G, and I just can't get the hang of it. Things like this. Never mind, I'll have to watch the video back and see what it looks like. I won't be reshooting it though. Right, everybody and his dog has got a Dremel. I don't have one, so I've just filed that off by hand. So now I've got to try and get it all back in the right order. So, no question about that. He says confidently, it's got to be there. As for the rest of them, I reckon that one's going to go on there. Could that one have gone on there? I don't remember. Might have to go and have a look at the original video and see how it came apart. I wasn't expecting to put it back together, otherwise I would have paid more attention. Can't be that one on there, can it? Or can it? Could be. Then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Yeah, that looks like it might be right. Or it might be that one and that one. If we plug that one into there, right way round, switch this back on, oh, still plugged into that one, aren't they? Not a lot happening there. Why is there nothing happening there? That should work. Oh, because it probably wants to be on the other side. Yeah, okay, so that's back in the right order. That one's going to go in there, that one had to go in the middle. Like that. Pop that back on there. This has got a brake on it. Oh, I hate them with brakes on. If we stick that on there, you'll be able to see it going round. So there you go. We've given ourselves a geared DC motor out of a broken metal gear servo. I don't know if you can see in there, I put a little bit of wood as the packing to hold the motor in place. Glued it in there. Yeah. only thing is we're running that off a 2S LiPo, and it's really only designed to go off 5 volts, isn't it? That's what you'd normally get through from your receiver, whereas we're running that directly off the ESC, and that one, say, is running on a 2S, well, 2S lithium ion in this case. Still, we've gone from a useless broken servo to one that works, and I've also discovered that that's a geared motor that's got some sort of problem with it. Looks like the gears are slipping inside, and that is no use. That one's faulty. Job done. Thanks for watching. There's always more information down in the video description, and if you like this video, you might like this one up here, and you might like to have a look at my channel over here, see what else I do. Thank you for watching.